Shut up and sit down.
Oh, behave. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Hello gang, Colin here, Vesta 67's workshop, and should we do a bit of decal wrapping on that bad boy? So that's what we're going to do today. So I'll just get the old skizzars, get them out, shove that over there, and we're going to be working with this decal that we printed out, if you remember rightly, on the previous episode. So there she is, nice Union Jack, Shaguar number plate, and yeah, it's a lot bigger than the car. Reason being, don't forget, is it's got to come down over the sides, over the front, all the way round. Alright, so that's what we're going to be doing. So I'm going to cut the decal as close as I can to the printed surface so that we don't end up with a white border all the way around it, because I printed it on white decal paper, if you remember rightly. So we'll have ourselves a bit of cuttage going on like so. And again, this is a simple way of getting into decal wrapping if you haven't done it before. Is just get yourself a little Airfix starter set, or a, cheap chippy kit or whatever, and have a go at your first decal wrap. Davey's just done his van because he saw my one on the YouTubes and he fancied doing one, so I printed him out a set of decals here and posted them up to him, and he had himself a go at wrapping the van, and I give him credit for his first ever decal wrap. He's doing a nice little job on it, so props to you, Dave, because you've gone in at the deep end and had a go, and yeah. So let's put the old scissors back on their magnets, and we're going to be using a set of the UMP ones this week. So I've got them in the Vesta 67 decal solutions holder. Yeah, I know, but I'm going to plug it anyway, sod it. I make them, I might as well plug them. You got that, or you can use them for, if you turn it the other way, set Microsoft Crystal Clear and Micro Sol. See? So that's that side, and then if you want, you spin it around, you drop in the little inserts, because the UMP bottles are a little skinnier and it makes them a nice snug fit like that. See? So let's put normal strong, extra strong back where they belong. Happy days. So that's what that is, and then you've got convenient little brush holders all the way along both sides. Have you a bit of that? So we're going to be doing that today, so we'll put on a bit of the ordinary first, the normal, and yeah, I'm going to slap it on.
Slap it on.
Yeah, thanks Ted. Like so, all the way over. Not too fussed about, presentation. Give it a bit of that. Like so, and then whilst that's going off, I'll go and get a bit of water, because guess what? Yeah, I forgot my tray with the water on it. Do first. So here's one we prepared earlier. And I am going that way with it, front to back. So let's wallop that in there, like so. plenty of water on said decal, and let that start doing its thing. Probably take my gloves off in a minute actually, so that I can get a better feel for the decal. So I'm just going to rest that on there, lose those gloves because I'm not feeling the texture of the decal as I would like. So I'll just quickly use the opportunity to fire a bit of that back on there. And then I should now be able to feel that that's peeling. Yeah. Right. And we want it around about for the Union Jack, about there. Like that. That's what we want. So let's start giving that a tug. That sounded wrong, didn't it? There you go, that's the decal starting on car, and then it's just a matter of lifting it off a few times, getting the placement where I want it, not where the decal wants to be. And then we can start the conforming process. I want to try and get it as reasonably accurate at this stage as I can, as near as damn it straight. Yeah. And then we can start looking at how that's lining up around the car. And I tend to go upside down a little bit at the beginning, just so that I can start to see that everything is gonna line up. See, so I just need to go back a tad like that, and then that'll come over lovely along the sides, and then that will come over his Harris like so. So now I'm happy, so we can start with a bit of the old decal solution, just getting it to conform where we want it to initially. And once this starts, it is quite a speedy little process. Yeah. See, we're beginning to get things where we want, so I'll just drop the lid back on that one, and then just keep thumbing this over just to pull sides and bits where I roughly want them to live, like that, and then we can start having a little looky-loo as to how we're landing. So I reckon that that will live like so. And then we can spin all these lids off ready. Get a little bit of the original back on there to start adhering to the sides. Like so. And again, just give that a bit of a thumb to get it in place. Now where I've coated this with Plasticoat, you can be quite heavy handed with the decal. It does throw a lot of people out. It did Dave when I was sent him his set. I said have a go with the first one. I said, and then once you've had a play with it and realised that you can be a bit heavy handed, the rest of it will go a lot quicker. And yeah, he just had to get over that initial decal barrier with it, because yeah, we've all worked with decals and know that not all of them play nice and do like the tear and all of that, but these are pretty damn good. So I'm just gonna initially get this in place and get it stretched and beginning to conform, and then I shall put the extra strong stuff on there. But as you can see already, that's beginning to shape up. Yeah, I'll nod approvingly. You can if you want. And then we just start stretching stuff over to conform as much as you can at this stage, because the secret is in the next lot of solutions that we put on, because they're the ones that do the conforming, see. So we've got a bit of adhesion. Now we can start with the heavy furniture, so to speak. So we start with a bit of strong on the UMP solutions there. And I'm slapping it on, as you can see. Yeah, I know. You just pull the creases out as it goes, like so. And it just starts dropping it down where you want it to, and it's literally just a matter of going round in circles and doing your work with your solutions, and let the solution do the work. That's what they're there for. See, and I'm only going to be using the 2 at this stage, and then I'm going to let this settle, and then I'll come back at it with the extra strong for any areas that are being, how can we say, slightly reluctant to comply. And I'm not cutting out the interior or anything until all of this is gone off. Alright. And that's the plan. And then we can just pull that back like that. Like that. And like that. And just start texturing stuff over out the way. And that is its first bit of coating. See, so we can sit that on its new home for a minute, and then just quickly go around a few areas with the solution and let that start pulling the sides down. Like so. Okay, and it just starts taking shape bit by bit by bit, and that's all you do. Let's just keep going over with your solutions. Like that. See? So I'm gonna let that just attack that for a little while. Just thumb out that crease. Same the other side. And then we can come back at it, because we got quite a bit of conforming to do over these rear arches. But we should get them in one hit. That's what we're hoping. I reckon I can lose the contour in that white line. Just in there. And start bringing that over in there. Like that. Right. There's another white line there that I can lose it in as well, so like that. Let's get my knife out for that, I think. There you go. That's what we want. So and pull that underneath now. Like that. Right. Just keep giving that a stretch. Like that. Lose that. I don't want that bit now, because that's made it underneath. Bring that over again, because I've just got a crease in there that is a bit stubborn, but it will come out. So we'll get there. Look at that, it's coming together nicely now. We want. There you go. Same again in there. pull that right through now, like so, like so, and like so. There you go. Just getting it to stretch over that little corner there. Now I've got a bumper to go on, don't forget, where this little join or line is going to be. There's a bumper, so I'm not fussed or too fussed about that, because it's going to be hidden behind the bumper. So we've got a bit of that going on. And it is a matter of just go round bit by bit, and a few of these stubborn ones will have the extra strong ingredient added to it, because yeah, that's the beauty of these ones, you get that extra strong one added to the set. So if you haven't got decal solutions, pop yourself up and have a quick look at them, because yeah, they are a nice little set. It's always good to have something like that in your pardon me, in your armoury, so to speak. But we are beginning, as you can see, it's beginning to take the car's shape, so we haven't got that much more to stretch on this one before it gets put to bed, so to speak. And again, the same here. And I'm just pulling the front over nice and taut, or as taut as can be, before we start figuring out where we got to make any adjusting cut. And it's probably going to be in the dark area. Just in here. He says, let's get my finger underneath there, purely and simply because it's an easy colour to conceal, because I've got the black base of the car, don't forget. So let's put a bit of the old sticky on there, like so, and then we can come all the way round, shove you up underneath there, like so, and then that will leave just that area, so we'll put a bit of sticky underneath. Just so that this starts adhering now. Like so. We'll let the air bubble out as well. Yeah, I know. Like that, like that, like that. Like that. All the way around. And I only want to tuck that in for now, because don't forget I've got the extra strong going over the corners. So we're not fussed. Honestly, we're not fussed. We got ourselves a little pickle along this edge, so let's just tidy that up, because Captain Clunky Fingers has been along there and just put some ripples in, so we can lose them and bring that back down to a point where we can start tidying this back up now. There you go. Didn't take much, did it? No, Fester, it didn't. Like that. Tidy that. Yeah, and then have you a bit of that. And then pull you in. Like so. And then lose that in the same spot as we did the other one. And I will go with that as a start on the front, and then lose that one on the back. Bring that over like so. And then, did we decide on these? Was the white line, if I remember rightly. Come all the way down, like so. Put a bit more sticky underneath. Lose you under there. Bring you over and around. And start poking you up underneath, like that, like so, and then bring you around. Let's just give that bulky bit a nudge, because I don't like that way that's gone in there. I want you to do that. That's better, so that you come over and do that, and then sit underneath like so. Right, we are as rough as arseholes in there, but I can see where I need to put the additional stuff, so we'll get some of Paul's super extra strong on there, I reckon, and let that do a bit of work. Just pull that out of there, because that's about as much use as a chocolate teapot, the way that that's got a crease in it. Don't like that. Again, a lot of this will come out with this extra strong, so yeah. That's the theory anyway. Hey. Just let the air have somewhere to escape from as I'm nudging this around. But as you can see, yeah, it's beginning to take shape. Yeah, baby. Yeah, I know. Get out more coal. We'll have a bit of that for now. This is the hard part now. So we'll leave that now and let it do its thing, because I'm beginning to crease it and I don't really want to risk it at the moment. So we'll pause, we'll let these solutions do their thing, and then if we need to make any fine adjustments, we'll do that when we come back. So I'm going to have a cup of tea. Yeah, and see you in a minute.